Hey guys, Mr. Cheryl here. I just want to talk about chapter 2 real quick and show you a couple things. As you can see from the video, or not from the video, but the document, this one's only utilizing 4 slides. Okay, but what they did is they used themed already backgrounds and then they incorporated pictures and shapes and whatnot to make the PowerPoint more interactive and more creative and made it look good. Okay. Other things they did in this particular unit was that they inserted pictures, but then they did different picture effects, kind of like we did with Word Chapter 1. All right, so as I run down here, first thing is we open up PowerPoint. The next thing is we need to do is that we need to click on a theme. So in this case, File New, and we're looking for a particular theme. The theme they want us to pick is under Education, and then we're going to look for colorful nature presentation. Okay, so Education, it's going to load them up, and there it is. That's the one we're looking for. And it's called Nature Presentation Illustrated Landscape. So then we click on it, and it's going to download. And as it's doing that, go back here. Alright, so we got it open, did all that. So now the first thing it's going to do is going to have us delete some slides. Wants us to delete 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we're going to go to 2. So in the book it tells us to hold Control and click on 2, 3, and 4. So the whole time I held Control. And then there's a couple ways of doing this. You can right click, hit delete, or literally on your keyboard you can hit the delete button. Okay, let's go back. Alright, yeah, we did that. Select the new 2, 3, and 4 and delete these slides. Okay, alright, we're going to hold Control, delete 2, 3, 4, hit delete. Kind of redundant, I think, but we're just going to do what the book tells us to do. So all we should have left are these 2 blank and then the kid slide. And so we're going to delete, 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 delete. So this is what we want, these 4 slides. Okay, and if you just saw what I did, I deleted one on accident, but the one I need is just like this one, so I right click and just hit duplicate. Alright, so if I wanted this one again, I can just hit duplicate and it makes that slide again. Okay, let's go back here. So now we're going to go ahead and start putting content inside of the slides. So move slide 2 in the thumbnail pane above slide 1. Okay, well, we don't need to do that. That's just telling us if we wanted to rearrange these, we could do that little number. Okay, but we don't need to. That's just telling you how to. Alright, so we're going to type prepare, press the enter key, and then forward the unexpected. So get in here. Oops. Okay, go back and then plan for a disaster for the subtitle. Alright, pretty easy. To create the first text slide, display slide 2, then select the title text placeholder, then type create a disaster. We did all that. Alright, so we're going to do create a disaster supply kit text. So we'll go back here, right here, create a supply disaster kit. And then the subtitle is collect basic objects your family may need to stay alive. You should remember that. Basic objects. Okay. All right, so we're right here. We are going to have to put some text in. We need to make sure that slide 3 is a title only layout. Okay, so there is nothing on here. So to do that, we go up here to layout, title only, and see where it says title only. These are all the different types of layouts that we can use in our PowerPoint, and they just make it so there's different areas to put information other than just using title content. That's what we're all accustomed to using. Okay. And this one we need to type develop a family communication plan. And Mr. Sherrill needs to learn how to spell. All right, we're going to save it real quick. I'm going to hit F12. Oops. F12 here. And that should bring up my save screen. And this one is PowerPoint Chapter 1 walkthrough. Okay. Go back here. Okay, so in this case, they want us to insert some pictures. Now I have them on here, but I'm going to leave it up to you to put in what you want. Okay, but to do it, we would go to, we're going to go back to PowerPoint. We're going to go here to this slide, or back to the first slide, go to Insert, Pictures, go to the distribution folder. You guys remember where that's at. You just click on Student Shared, and then you click on Snyder, Distribution, New Digital Apps folder, PowerPoint, and this is all in Chapter 2. Alright, so all the files you should need should be right in here. And the problem I think we've been having is that they haven't been. So that's why I'm saying you guys should just use your own similar one. I'm looking, and it's from what I'm seeing here, I don't see the Chapter 2 files that we need. Let me go back here. Yeah, they want us to look for fire truck, and I don't believe we have fire truck. No, I do have fire truck, and there it is. We hit insert. Alright, and they want to make it look like we have it on the road. Okay, so got that, we inserted it. They want you to resize it. We're going to change this picture. So the picture we have on there right now is of those two kids. So we click on it, you right click and you hit change picture, and we're going to look for the picture called first aid kit. So go here, it looks like it's already there. Change picture from file, you go to distribution folder, and we're going to look for the picture they want us to use. First aid kit, boom. Okay, so we should look like that one, which we do. We're going to do some things to the picture. So that's something new in this unit, is that we're going to correct the picture, which means we're just going to change some of the features about it. So with the first aid kit photo we just put in on slide 2, select or tap click format. So we go here, click, make sure on format. The next thing we do is, if you're using a mouse, point to the brightness, point or plus 20% contrast, minus 40% display correction option. Okay, so what we need to do, go here to corrections, and we need to look for the plus 20 minus 40, and it's that one right there. And how I know that, I just let my mouse highlight it. Okay, and if you notice, it just adds a little bit different, feeling to the picture. Okay. Picture style, they want us to pick the center rectangle. Okay, so go here. We're going to look for center shadow rectangle, and that's what they want us to do. Tap or click center shadow rectangle. We just did that. We're going to add a border. Slide 2 with that same picture selected. We are going to go to picture border. We're going to click on weight, which means thickness of the border, and we're going to choose 3 point, and it should tell us all that right here. Then they also want us to pick the light blue color. So we're going to go here, picture border, go to weight, make sure it's on 3, go back, and we're going to pick the light blue. Really, you can use whatever color you want, guys, but I'm going to use the one they want us to use. Okay. And then now we're going to add some picture effects. We're going to add a blur to it. And it looks like it's going to be, or not glow, or blur, but it's going to be a glow. We're going to add the light blue. I can't really see it because it's pretty hard to read. Light blue, 18 point, accent 2. So we're going to go here, picture effects, glow, and it is that one right there. Okay. Moving down. The next thing is we're going to add a bevel. We're going to choose that second one. Up here, picture effects, go to bevel. You're going to choose the second one. So as you can see, guys, it's pretty easy. I wanted to quickly get to this next part, which was it's inserting and formatting shapes to add shapes. Okay. In this case, it says go to the slide 3. We're going to go up to insert and click on shapes. We are going to put in a vertical scroll shape. And then after we put it, we're going to make sure it looks like that. Hold shift down, and that makes it so it's the correct size. So we're going to go to slide 3, insert shapes, and then we go down here to vertical stars and banners. It's this one right here, scroll vertical. So we're going to hold shift, and bam, we got that. All right. We'll resize it. It wants it to be, it tells us a certain size here. Can't remember. I don't think it matters. I'm not going to worry about the size. It doesn't really matter. The next thing is we're going to put in this plus sign and a square. So why I wanted to quickly make this video is this reason right here. You can use shapes on slides to help make your content look better. Instead of just always throwing words on the slide, you can throw shapes in there to help make your, as you can see, makes your slides look that much more interactive. Okay, and that's all they're doing. They're just putting shapes in, right-clicking, hitting add text. So if I go back here, I'm going to go and put in that plus sign, or that shape, the cross. I've got to find it. There it is. I'm going to shift. Put that in, and then obviously changing colors, all that's right here. Now if I want to add text, I right-click, edit text, and right here, that's where I can type my text in. Okay. So, as with that being said, for those that haven't started, it's an easy chapter. It's pretty cool. It's kind of something new where you're putting shapes and different things in to help make your content. What I'm moving on to after you guys are done with this is going to be on Edmodo. But you'll be creating a vacation PowerPoint. With that, down here, I'm going to say slide 18, you'll be creating a flyer, either on Word or Photoshop. I prefer Photoshop, but you can do whatever you want. That will be a vacation flyer. And like I say Photoshop because look at what you guys do with the concert ones. I want you guys, you're going to be doing something with that next week, but this week I want you guys to make a flyer, a vacation flyer, kind of like we did with Disney, but it is not Disney. It's a vacation of whatever you want. And it's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. Each slide tells you what I want you to look for, put on there. The key to it is that I want you to make it look good based on the two things we just learned from chapter 1, chapter 2, layouts and shapes, and kind of putting everything together. Okay, so if you need help, let me know, but that is what we're moving on to. Chapter 1 should be done. Chapter 2 is just what we started today with a little help from this video, and then after chapter 2 we have the vacation one right here, and that will all be on Edmodo for you guys. All right, If you need anything, you know who to ask.